Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Gandhi, and I'm kind of going to be walking you through a day in the life of a Merck intern today. So my position specifically is like manufacturing support, and so I'm actually working remotely at Merck this whole summer. And so to start off my day, I just finished a tier 2 meeting. So a tier 2 meeting is basically like a meeting that's kind of meant for all the department heads kind of to basically say what's going on a day-to-day basis and to kind of like set priorities. And so interns have been helping take notes for that. And I think that's been a really great experience because instead of just focusing on my intern project for the whole summer, I get to kind of take notes for this meeting and see what the actual problems that the manufacturing division is facing, the steps they're taking to fix those issues, and how to think to solve these things, because a lot of the answers are not very simple. So it's kind of nice to be able to take notes for these meetings to really understand how manufacturing actually operates in a realistic view and not just focus directly on a project I'm working on. And so today I'm actually also presenting one of the projects that I've been working on for a while at Tier 4, which in my opinion is really exciting and kind of huge for me because I know people that I work with that take notes for Tier 4. So it really is a big deal. And it kind of makes me really value the projects that I'm working on because I know that it has a big impact on the site and manufacturing at that site as a whole. And so whenever I'm working on my project, I feel wow, this is really an impactful project. It's not just busy work. And I really like Merck for that a lot. And so a lot of today is going to be prepping for that presentation and delivering it by around I think 3 o'clock. But that's just one of the projects I've been working on at Merck, and I'm so lucky to have been working on that project alone and kind of learning a lot from it. But I've also had a diverse array of projects as well. I think having the opportunity to actually work on so many projects and have a lot of them be different has helped me also understand how the manufacturing process works too. I definitely understand the quality control side of things, the quality assurance side of things, and what other departments do to kind of aid those two departments to kind of ease the manufacturing process a lot more. And I think even though I've been working remote, I don't really get the on-the-floor experience as much, but I think that I've gotten a really good understanding of how things should work, and I understand how I can make processes more efficient even through remote work. So it's not being remote was a limitation for me. So yeah, today I'm just going to be walking you guys through how I prep for my presentation, and I'm also going to be working on my end of the intern presentation thing too. But yeah, so I'll check in later. Guys, well, I kind of just got done with the second meeting of today, and so I've kind of already finalized my presentation, the one that I'm going to be sharing later today at Tier 4. So now I'm actually working on another project. This is actually my end of intern presentation project where I was basically making a value stream map of a specific vaccine and the manufacturing process of it. So now I'm just adding a few finishing touches on the actual project itself and about to start the presentation. So yeah, this project definitely taught me a lot about the entire process because I'm basically creating a value stream map of the entire manufacturing process. So I'm kind of seeing everything from operations to quality control to quality assurance, and then when it goes off to packaging and later being shipped out. And so I think looking into the time frames of each of these processes, looking into like the order of it kind of really made sense to me. And so honestly, like working on this project made my other projects make more sense. This kind of gives me like background on like why the projects I'm doing other than this big one are important, because it kind of shows like what step of the process I'm working on and like the importance of the specific task. Now that I know a little bit about like what happens in each step, it makes more sense when I work on the smaller projects that kind of go into more detail on those specific steps. So it was a really cool project. I actually have never even heard of value stream mapping before this. And so like having the opportunity to kind of like map it out for myself, even though it's like really high level, has really like let me understand what manufacturing really is. So it was really cool, and it helped a lot in my other projects as well. So I'm just going to be adding a couple of finishing touches to this. But yeah. I have been keeping track of everything I've been doing in my internship through this like little notebook. I've had my other internships in here too, but this is actually a journal I use for like high school UIL math. So it has like a few like number tricks and stuff in the beginning, but like this is like my internship journal. So this is my first internship that I did, and then this is where Merck starts. And so I've had a lot of time with Merck, so it's like up to here. So I've used this much for Merck, and all this is like really valuable information, because like as I'm going through meetings and stuff, I'm taking notes over like my projects. And so when I need to refer back to something, I'm not like completely lost on like what I need to do, because like sometimes it can be hard to keep track of like everything that you're doing. Just writing a few notes down really helps. Whenever I'm working on this project, I basically already wrote down all my notes for this like in my journal, because if not, I'd have to go through like documents and kind of figure out a timeline again. So it's a lot easier to write everything down. And so now that I have everything mapped out and I'm just doing the timeline, I can just refer back to my notes because I've already done the work for it. And now it's just a matter of like putting it onto this. So just a little tip for internships, I think it's really important to write down notes. So I just wanted to check back in. I just kind of finished my presentation for Tier 4, and I think it went good. I'm not sure if they're going to go with the proposal I actually proposed, but I think the actual presentation went good, and it's like a lot of the decision, it's not really things that I said. It was more of like following up with like vendors and things like that. So I think I gave a really good effort in my proposal, and I think it went really well. But yeah. The meeting was actually from like 12 to 1:30 my time, so I'm on a different time zone than my actual site. I'm from Texas, and my site's based in North Carolina. So the meeting kind of took place during my lunchtime. I'm going to be taking a break for lunch and then coming right back for an e-log meeting. I'm officially done with my workday right now, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really wanted to show what a day in the life of a Merck intern kind of looked like. Everything from the types of meetings you attend, the types of projects you get, and just like how to work remotely as a Merck intern. And I think like this internship was really cool because I really got to learn so much about the pharmaceutical manufacturing industry, and I can see how my impact, even as an intern, could affect someone's life in the future. So I think that's really cool. And I really loved my time here at Merck. I think they really value students learning and, you know, just getting experience in industry in any way. I also think that they do a really good job with connecting you with mentors and just other people you can network with. So that was kind of my video on a day in the life of a Merck intern. I hope you really enjoyed this video and subscribe for more content. Thanks!